Good evening, book lovers of the internet. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe because for every subscriber, I get a new subscriber and they also read a page from a book of my choice. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing Fullmetal Alchemist Volume 13 by Hiromu Arakawa. And this one I rated 4 out of 5 stars. It was a pretty solid volume. It has about 190 pages more or less. So let's get cracking. There will be spoilers ahead, so if you haven't read or watched this one yet, feel free to click away or continue to listen, but there will be spoilers just for you to know. So I enjoyed this one quite a lot for the reason that we are finally being fed some answers with regard to how the homunculi were created, and it's something that has been building up for quite a couple of volumes. I mean, my curiosity um, has been summoned by several of the volumes, and yet it hasn't been fed accordingly. And this one um, basically satisfied that craving for knowledge. And Bradley is definitely one of the homunculi, and all have quite a depressing backstory, almost as though we are meant to relate with the villains, I suppose, of the story. But truthfully, the villains are not the homunculi themselves, but the people who created the homunculi. And envy is a massive piece of shit, that has to be said as well. But once again, I'm not sure whether I should blame him or not. And it's a him, not a her, by the way, because that is what I originally taught. So if I made any mistakes with regard to the pronouns I used in the previous videos, envy is a him, not a her. So Ed, Lynn, and Envy. In this volume, they spend some time in Gluttony's stomach after Gluttony just decides to swallow them all. Pretty sure it's a bit of a mistake. He was only meant to swallow Lynn, but Envy and Ed somehow get caught up in all the confusion. And Ed's brother, Al, thought that his older brother, I was about to say younger there for a second, he died for the same length of time that they were inside of Gluttony's stomach. So honestly, this one really proves to me how much of a clever character Ed is, and I too have been underestimating him for quite a long time, but he managed to save himself and the people who were trapped in Gluttony's stomach. And I didn't think he would be able to be honest, but he is the main character, so there is some plot armor going on there. I hate Envy for the pain he inflicted on Winry and her family, and how to the homunculi humans are just an accessory, something that will bring them pleasure and entertainment, kind of like how Homelander treats humanity in the fourth season of The Boys, especially. And Envy doesn't feel any regret at what he's done. He's killed so many people and he started a civil war entirely, and he doesn't seem to feel remorseful, which is what is so horrible about him, even though I still blame his creators for making him the way he is. So I've grown to love Scar. Scar is another character who has scars across his face in an X shape. In the previous video, I mentioned that the scars might be on his chest, but I've confirmed that they are on his face and they look very cool. And I've grown to love him as a character. And also the little girl who accompanies him quite a lot. And I should certainly not underestimate her at all. I think she is going to have some brilliant character development, and I think she's going to be one of the most interesting characters in the coming volumes. I don't know anything about her really. I just know that she is a very strong character. She's been through a lot, and at the moment she is separated from her panda because Alphonse kind of kidnapped the panda. But to be honest, Alphonse and the panda, they do make quite a cute duo. I can't lie about that. But I do want the little girl and the panda to be reunited because I don't want the little girl to be in any emotional turmoil. So then again, on the other hand of the story, later on, the Flame Alchemist, Colonel Roy Mustang, told Bradley about his suspicion that Bradley himself is a homunculus, and the way they came to be truly is depressing. I mean, Bradley explains the way it works to um, the Flame Alchemist, and we get to find out as well. And we are given some answers through Envy as well, not just Bradley. And honestly, I especially don't blame Bradley for the way he turned out. um, we are also introduced to a character called Hohenheim in this one towards the very end. In fact, I think he's only introduced in the very last page of the 13th volume in the series. There are 27 volumes in all, by the way, but so far, all evidence points towards the guy being the Elric brothers' father. I honestly don't know who he's meant to be, but that is who I have a feeling he might be. And this volume was action packed and suspenseful, and I love how the inside of Gluttony's body is an endless expanse covered in blood. And blood is a fantastic resource for an alchemist since it has quite a plentiful amount of iron, which Ed, of course, used to his advantage. And he used the iron and the blood to um, make some blades. And honestly, I don't really quite understand the whole transmutation thing quite yet. I know that it's changing one thing from one form to another, but I don't really understand how it works when humans are concerned. So, honestly, one thing that I can also be critical about is how I don't like how much of a pussy Lin is, considering his position and the responsibility he has towards his people. I feel as though realistically he would be much more of an emotionally and physically strong character, considering his position and how much responsibility he has. But that is not the case, and I don't find that to be very realistic. But it's good to have a bit of a cowardly character because I think we'll also see a lot of character development where Lin is concerned, especially if he spends more time with the Elric brothers. But that is all I had to say about Full Metal Alchemist Volume 13 by Hiromu Arakawa. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, check out the rest of my content because why not? It's absolutely amazing. And also take a look at all the shorts I've been uploading recently. I've been uploading 10 shorts every single day for the past 2 weeks, I believe. And I've been gaining a significant amount of subscribers. So thank you all so much. And I hope to see you in the next one very, very soon. Bye, guys.